Hey guys, it's Scott and Lauren from the Iron Will Strength Studio, and we are back with another Q&A today. And we got a pretty, we don't always think about these questions a whole lot beforehand, so we kind of like to
Wing it?
wing it, yeah. Not that we're not prepared, we just want to be authentic.
Right.
But today, we talked about it a little bit because I thought it was a pretty good
Pretty good topic.
question, and we wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
The mind-muscle connection, and that's kind of a phrase, like it's used a lot, get that mind-muscle connection. But
Yeah.
I think it's just a general impression of like, what does that really mean? Like, can you explain that? Can we go deeper into that? And
Well,
what
it's
is it?
funny on that one too. I think you hear a lot of like when people are doing an exercise, the coach or trainer will yell "squeeze," right? Squeeze it, squeeze it. And I remember thinking, I bet you most people think
Their hands.
their hands, because like that's what you squeeze, right? They
Sure.
don't know how to squeeze their pecs
Sure.
or squeeze their traps or lats or whatever we're working on, right? So I
Yep.
think even something like that, when people yell "squeeze," I think the client doesn't really know like what that actually means.
Right.
So I think that's kind of part of it, right? The mind muscle
Yeah.
thing. I'll take a shot first, and then you can.
Yeah,
come
sure.
in. I think when people refer to mind muscle connection, what Laura and I talked about earlier was, as a matter of fact, I think with this question, mind muscle connection and what we're going to talk about is arguably one of
The
the most important parts to seeing results from your training. Whether that is training for strength, training for muscle development, training for size for like a bodybuilder. I think if you talk about, we are in the business of making people stronger and more muscular, building muscle, I guess you could say. So in our world, being able to feel the muscle that you're working is really, really important.
Really important.
I think in some aspects, in sport performance, in true powerlifting, it's maybe not as important because it's really just getting
the weight
from
from
A to B.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily feeling your biceps or your thighs. If you're an Olympic level, a powerlifter or squatting, it's just get the weight up and down.
Yeah.
And not necessarily have to feel your target muscle. We're not talking about that, so there's definitely a different conversation there. Or with sport performance, when you're doing things explosively, again, it's performing movement accurately. But for our purposes of muscle development and tone and muscle building and all this stuff, being able to put your mind and feel the muscle that you're trying to work is really, really important.
Yeah, because you can go through the motion, you can do bench pressing, pretty easily, but if you really get your mind right in your chest, you're actually going to start feeling, wow, okay, so my chest is actually, power is coming from my chest when I do a bench press. Okay,
Correct.
cool, so maybe, I don't really know what I was doing before.
Well, exactly.